So 2 numbers I want you to remember as I get started, 12 and 9. So our story begins 16 years ago, where my co-founder Rashid and I met at the University of California, Irvine as college roommates. We hit it off and we ended up starting a business that has so far grossed over $16 million in revenue that is based in internet advertising. And one of our core niches is the college market. And today it is fully operational, self-sufficient, and we basically having it run on autopilot. So as being entrepreneurs, we're always looking to be early adopters in the next wave. And with the sharing economy, we decided to jump on Airbnb and try it out by hosting a room in a house we had. And it ended up being very successful. So we then decided, hey, how can we go about and use our college domain expertise to really build a business of this opportunity? So we went down to our alma mater, UC Irvine. We talked to students there, and we found that the problem wasn't so much overnight stays that Airbnb does, but it was really the 3-month problem. You see, students are locked into 12-month leases, even though their school year is only 9 months long. So you have students wanting to get out of these leases, say, for instance, they have an internship in another city, or they just want to go home. So we built a platform that brings together students who want to get out of their leases with students who, say, for instance, have an internship, needs a place to stay for 3 months. So there's 3 pillars to our platform that we deliver. First is trust. So every student has a profile on the platform, and so you can see who you're dealing with. And we further validate that you're a student by only having people who have EDU email addresses on there. So trust is high. Then second is convenience. Because we only focus on near on-campus apartment housing, and if it's on campus, it has to be privately owned, the location is very near college campuses, and so you stay within the college campus community. And then second, on the platform itself, any messaging you do is right within your inbox, so you have a complete history of who you're dealing with. And second, for any housing that you're looking at, you can see what housing you have looked at, so you have everything co-located right there. And then finally, affordability. As we know, college students have to live on a budget, and so the most affordable housing tends to be student housing, so it plays right in line to what we're trying to deliver here. So who is the competition? Well, there are a lot of companies out there that are in the short-term housing market stay that could potentially apply, but they don't really focus on the long-term stays. So the only one that really meets in terms of trust and community is Airbnb, but they don't go far enough into the college community. And then the only other company that's out there that really focuses and has an offering in the long-term stays is Collegester, but they have no community or trust to speak of. So what's the size of this market and why is it an investment opportunity? Well, it's actually an $80 billion a year market. So it's definite opportunity for investors to come in on with us. So let's look at the product. So let's say Wendy, she's at the University of North Carolina in Charlotte, and she just got an internship for this summer in Los Angeles to work with Google. So she needs a place to stay for 3 months. She types in Los Angeles. She gets a list of results. One of the other students in the platform, let's say it's Cindy, she has a place. She wants to get out of it. She knows that someone wants an internship. She says, hey, female student. So then Wendy can go on, look at the pictures of the place. She can even click through and see Cindy's profile. They start communicating. They come with a deal. And then this allows Cindy to get out of her lease, Wendy to take it over, and the student complex to still keep the revenue in so everyone's happy. So where does the business model come to play? Well, there's 2 parts. First, we have to get the students, and we have 2 ways to do that. One, we will have campus representatives that will bring in students. And second, we will also have inbound online marketing. And then finally, the way we make money is that once a transfer has been done, we charge to, in our example, Cindy, who's getting out of the lease, 10% of the final 3 months she would have had to end up paying. So it ends up saving her 90% off the final 3 months of her lease. So a definite value add for her. So what does this all add up to? Well, it adds up by year 5, $61 million in yearly revenue. And the way we get there is that on average, college students spend $12,000 a year in rent. So in the final 3 months, they end up spending a quarter of that, which is $3,000. And so in our market research, we saw that on Craigslist and Facebook online campus community sites that on average about 5% of the students wanted to either get out of their leases or find a place for 3 months. So when you do the numbers and add everything up, our revenue comes out to about $61 million when we capture the market. So what do we need to make this happen? Well, right now we're projecting that we will be able to break even on our pilot schools within 5 months, but we will have an operating deficit and startup costs that we need to make up that won't be fully recouped by the revenue in that time period of about $100,000. And so therefore, we're looking to raise $100,000 at a $2 million valuation. And then we'll go to 4 things: campus reps, customer support, building out a tech team, and online marketing. So what does this all finally add up to? What are the takeaways? Well, Collegester solves the 3-month sublet inefficiency problem. The way we solve this is by having a platform that delivers on trust, convenience, and affordability. This is a very sizable market, so it's a definite investor opportunity. And then finally, we are the right team to do this because we have prior entrepreneurial experience and college domain expertise. Thank you.